So much going on in politics. We're bringing in our panel to discuss. Republican political strategist Timothy Allen Simon and Democratic political strategist Mychal Wilson. Welcome, both of you. Mychal, why don't we start with you on this? VP Harris, we know, set to meet with Minnesota Governor Walz tomorrow. We just did this deep dive on him. Minnesota really has been a blue stronghold for years. So what does he bring to the ticket?
Well, he brings the labor unions, I believe. He can also have some crossover in those Rust Belt states or those Midwest states. I'm not a fan of that. I think that the choice should be Mark Kelly for various reasons. I think he's more conservative, obviously, and he's also very hawkish on immigration and border policies. And that's going to help balance out Ms. Harris.
Yeah, we've certainly heard that dialogue and that context, that Arizona really could be so important, that he brings strength in the border. But Mychal, let me ask you, Harris, we know, also meeting with Pennsylvania Governor Shapiro tomorrow. Pennsylvania, of course, an important swing state. And we know that she's holding a rally early next week in this state. Does this mean it's all but his?
I don't know. So, there's so many elements here. Look. Walz is known to be a little more progressive. Now we're talking about Shapiro in Pennsylvania, big battleground state. She needs Pennsylvania. But you have here a woman who is a person of color, and then you have someone who's Jewish. And so, again, let's just get down to what's going on here. Is that going to work for the American voters to have a Black woman and a Jewish male man in the White House? Never been done before, but, things are changing.
Timothy, I want to bring you in here. Pick your poison: Shapiro, Walz, Kelly, or someone else on the ticket going up against Trump.
Well, on other interviews, I've agreed with Mychal that I think Kelly, Arizona veteran, has been a critic of the Biden administration on border policy. His wife was an unfortunate target of gun violence. Clearly, guns will be an issue in this campaign. I think he brings the combination of, critical battleground state, along with being clearly independent from President Biden, not necessarily, even though the Democratic Party, I believe, is achieving a bigger tent now than the Republicans, for example. But I do believe that he is independent enough to not be seen as fully under the Biden policies. And I think that's going to be very important. In terms of Shapiro and his nationality, which unfortunately comes into play, but race and faith and other things are part of our cultural wars. I remind us that the vice president's husband, the second gentleman, is in fact Jewish. So I think Kamala Harris has clearly demonstrated an empathy for Jewish people. I think the bigger issue will be a two-state solution and a ceasefire. And that's going to be the rough waters going forward in the campaign.
Okay. Mychal, let's take a quick look at the polling that we're seeing. The new polling showing really what Harris has managed to do in these swing states. Now equal to or exceeding Trump's numbers in all but 2 swing states. I mean, Mychal, first of all, can you provide us the context as to how Harris is closing this gap in all but 2 weeks?
Well, she's getting the younger voters, and, I think she's getting a lot of the Black voters, too, now, who were kind of going towards Trump, and that includes, the women and the men. But listen, Trump's got a plan. His rally today, he had Black women up on stage. He had other Black males on stage, and he really made a push for that. So he's going to rally some there. I mean, he's not done yet. He did a lot for the HBCUs, but, ironically, he criticized Ms. Harris, calling her dumb, low IQ, but she went to Howard University, which is an HBCU, and then he brings someone up on the stage and she praises for what he did for Clark University in Atlanta. So it's really bizarre. I think Trump needs to get his facts really straight before he starts calling Ms. Harris dumb, low IQ, incompetent, because that does not play well on Black voters.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.